Yes, okay, I know. I said I would stop doing this, but I still haven't figured out how Windows 8 works, so we're gonna do webcam quality, because I really want to talk about something that I can't believe is going on. So some of you may have heard that the DC, DC Comics, as in like Batman, Superman, and in this case Harley Quinn, the supposed or the girlfriend of the Joker, but seriously, there's totally something going on with her and Poison Ivy. Anyways, so I love her. She's one of my favorite characters. And then I heard something that DC is doing. They're running a contest, which is buying some fan art. They're running a contest about, I have to draw 4 different ways of her killing herself. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, because they are trivializing or making fun of or whatever suicide, which is a very serious issue and should not be trivialized in such a way. But anyways, if that wasn't bad enough, they're also sexualizing it for the 4th pose, where she's supposed to be naked in a bathtub with all sorts of electronics about to fall in on her, kind of like, oh, well, I guess that's it for me kind of pose, or a face expression, or whatever. Anyways, so not only are they making suicide funny, because it's supposed to be like, oh, classic Harley Quinn posing in regards to suicide, which is not funny, because if you've ever lost anyone to suicide, then it's devastating. It's not funny. It's devastating. And I know she's technically a villain, but the thing is that just suicide is not okay. It's not something that you can talk about unless you're talking about like, like help or like helplines or trying to, prevent it, not let's make it a thing. So, but then they're also having her being naked in the last one, so it's kind of like sexualizing it too, which is not okay because one of my biggest problems with DC is the fact that they over sexualize their women, putting them into ridiculous costumes that if you were to wear in real life wouldn't fucking work. Because one, you have these girls who are supposed to be doing hand-to-hand fight combat wearing fucking heels, which I don't know about you, but I can't even walk in heels. And the girls I do know who can walk in heels can just do that, walk, and they can't fucking run. They can't do a whole heck of a lot in heels because they're fucking heels. Anyways, um, so that wasn't bad enough. Okay, fine. They finally started giving Wonder Woman boots. But look at her fucking costume still. She's wearing a tube top. Does no one see a problem with the tube top? She has ginormous boobs. Oftentimes they're drawn to be bigger than her head. Okay? So my boobs are not ginormous, and wearing a tube top dress where it was elastics, all elasticized around my boobs, which hers does not look to be like that. I was dancing, and even just subtle dance moves, it was shaking down, 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 yanking it back up, shaking down, down, down. And she's doing all this like crap like this. If I were to do that and I was wearing a tube top, you'd be seeing my boobs in 2 seconds. And she's got metal at the top of it, so it's gonna be even heavier and more inclined to fall off. So it doesn't make any goddamn sense. But she's showing as much skin as humanly possible, and they've been doing this so much so, more than any other character, to Harley Quinn. Her original costume made sense to her name. Harlequin. Her name is based off of the clown character Harlequin. She says so herself. Her name is Harleen Quinzel. Joker says, oh, we should go with Harley Quinn, like the clown character Harlequin. I've heard it before, blah, blah, blah. So her costume was a Harlequin clown, which is full body except for the face, which is what her costume was for a very long time, and it made fucking sense. She was doing all this gymnast crap. You could move in those types of suits really easily, but then they made them tighter, more leather, more corset-like, and showing more and more skin. And I've seen her Suicide Squad outfit. She's wearing shorts so short they might as well be underwear, and then this weird corset thing that like covers her nipples, pretty much, and that's it. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with a Harlequin clown? So I'm just off at that in general, but then they're doing this shit with the suicide thing? It's not cool. And yeah, okay, fine. Being YouTube, I'm not going to get a lot of support. I'm probably going to get a lot of trolls saying, oh, stop freaking out, bitch, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm a lesbian. I like seeing girl stuff, okay? But seriously, when you're going to the point where you're sacrificing possibility, like it just, those costumes don't make any sense. No one in real life would actually dress that way because you do, and you can't do jack shit without, because guess what? Boobs are not set in stone. They are made of, they have fat glands, and they are, jiggly. You like that, don't you? So they're jiggly, so they're gonna fucking move. Yeah, okay, I just shook my boobs on camera. Well, anyways, but oh my god, and DC said that they were going to fix all their problems with the new 52, but I found they've only gotten worse since the new 52. And I have so many problems with DC, which is why I love Marvel Comics. There are a few characters from DC that I like, and I only like certain renditions that ignore the things that I hate about DC. Honestly, if DC keeps on going this way, I think it's going to run itself into the ground. Or turn himself into about as popular of a comic book company as SLG or Dark Horse. Not that Dark Horse is bad or unpopular, neither is, well, SLG is very well unknown about, but not that those companies are bad, it's just that they're not, one of the big contenders. Marvel is becoming bigger and bigger because they are fixing these problems. In fact, they had that, the fucking Civil War thing to show, like, okay, if we actually had superheroes in real life, no one would be all a-okay with it. Like, and then they had the Avengers Initiative where they're doing superhero training, which isn't just, like, oh, here's how you punch shit. And also even in their stupid Marvel, or even in their Ultimate Spider-Man, which I hate the show, but they're bringing up a point. Destruction of public property is not okay. I mean, no one's going to be putting up with their shit if they're destroying everyone's homes and businesses all the fucking time, so they address that. They address doing first aid in their superhero training, real world things. And look at their costumes. They make 10 times more sense. And they're not posing their girls in a way just to look sexy that would actually be breaking their spine in half. Most of the time, okay, they do have a few artists that are like, hey, let's be sexy like DC. But for the most part, I do not find a whole heck of a lot of shit in their comics. Okay, I've ranted on long enough. Tell me what you think about the issue, and what you think of DC Comics in the comment section below. Okay, rant out of my system, time to go eat. Bye-bye!